Hi and welcome to today's class. So today's class we are going to be focusing on our neck. So if perhaps you might have slept a little bit wrong, like sometimes we do on our pillows and woken up with a bit of creak in your neck, then some of these moves should be able to help you relieve some of that tension. Or just in general, if you feel quite restricted within your cervical spine, shoulders, chest, we're going to be kind of mobilizing, opening, just a nice feel-good flow for this whole area, upper area of the body. I am going to be using yoga blocks today. If you don't have them, don't worry. I will give other options that you can use without the blocks. So let's get started. So I am going to use the block to start and come to lay down on my back. If you don't have a block, then you will just come down to the floor. If you have a block, what you want to do is just place the block just at that hairline. So perhaps once you lay down, just use your hands just to move the block away slightly. Your chin will drop to your chest and the bottom of the block probably should be where your hairline is. If you don't have a block, you'll just lay down, tuck your chin into your chest. Let your hands be wherever they are. And then from there, you're just going to close down your eyes and just start to let your head rock from side to side. So it's slightly different when we've got the block and got the head on the block. And as you rock your head from side to side, don't let that chin ride up. Keep that chin tucked slightly into your throat, keeping the length in the back of the neck. So you're massaging out the back of the skull. If you haven't got a block, I'll just remove mine so you can see. You'll just be laying down, chin is tucked, and rock your head from side to side here. Will feel slightly different. So investing in some yoga blocks will always be a nice thing to do because this is like a nice little myofascial release for the back of the skull. And for a lot of us, we hold tension all the way down here at the base of the skull. Take one more breath there. And then bring your head back to center. If you're using a block, you're just going to remove it, place it to one side, let your head come down onto the ground. Keep that nice tuck of the chin, hands just down by your sides just for a moment. Just feel the points of contact that you've got with the ground. So the back of the head, you can feel your shoulder blades, you can feel your pelvis, the back of your pelvis, your sacrum. You've got all the natural curves of your spine, your feet nicely planted on the ground. And then you're going to take your hands and you're going to interlace them behind your head. Just thinking about the elbows going wide, so you don't need to think that you need to get the arms fully down on the ground. You can if you want, but I really want you to think about the elbows going to opposite sides of the room. You're going to take an inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to lift, lengthen the tailbone towards the heels and lift into that low bridge position. So engage those glutes. So those back ribs just below the shoulder blades are down on the ground, and then you're going to lower down and lift back up. So remembering that slight little tuck of the chin as well, so keeping that length in the back of the neck. So lifting and lowering here, opening the front of the hips, opening across the chest into the armpits as you just start to warm up your glutes. Take a few more here. Pushing fully into your foot as those hips just propel upwards. And then the next time you come up, you're going to release your hands from behind your head. Take your arms wide into a T, palms facing up. So you're still in that low bridge. Rearrange your chin. So if your chin's lifting up towards the ceiling, tuck that chin into the throat slightly and then lift and lower here. So we're fully expanding, opening that kind of wingspan of your arms, your chest, feeling how nice it is to open the arms wide and lift and lower here, nice and slow. So it's just a little hover off the floor and then using those feet and those back ribs to help lift those hips up. Last one, you're going to stay up. Take your hands up towards the ceiling like you're holding a tray. So you're looking at your nails. Take your right hand and pull back on your left fingers. Lift the heel of the hand up towards the ceiling. The thumb comes out to the side. Take an inhale and exhale. And then switch. Pull back on those left fingers with the right hand. Thumb comes out to the side as well. Try and take your breath into your side and your back ribs. Really anchoring down. And then take your hands onto the front of your thighs. Just try and traction and pull that skin away from your hips. Lengthen the tailbone towards the heel. Start to roll down nice and slowly. That mid-back, lower back, sacrum lands. And then release. Bring your knees into your chest and have a little rock from side to side. And then from here, the right foot is going to come onto the ground. The left leg will go long. And again, the arms will come out to the side. So we're going to do a little twist here. So you're going to push into the right sole of the foot. As you do this, you're going to lift your right hip. Your right arm is going to come. You're going to start to roll onto the left side. The right hand will just come to the left hand and then try and reach beyond your left fingertips with your right hand. And then you're going to roll back, that right arm comes across and you open that arm again. So push into that right foot, roll onto that left side, reach those right fingertips in front of the left, so you're trying to go beyond, and then roll back down. So once you get the flow of this is a lovely move. And again, as you come back, you're just opening the chest, and your head is just rolling with the rest of your body. So not changing the head in any way. So you're still getting that nice little massage on the back of the head. Try and reach beyond your left fingertips and then push back. So it's a nice rocking type motion. These are always lovely to do, no matter what kind of yoga class we're doing or whatever theme we're doing. Our bodies do like rocking motions. Last one. And then roll back onto your back. Take those arms into a T. You're just going to switch legs. So the left foot comes onto the floor, the right leg goes long. And then this time you're going to push into this left foot. As you do that, the left arm comes across the body. Roll onto your right side. Left hand will reach the right hand. Reach beyond the right hand with the left fingertips. And then roll back and open. So push, roll onto that right side. Reach. And then roll back. So I'm just letting my fingertips come across my body as I try and reach beyond my right fingertips. There's that nice grounded sensation of that left foot as you roll onto your right side. And that head just going along. You can let your head just rock. The back of the neck is nice and released. You can always look over your left fingertips as you roll back. Just trying to make this move feel nice for you. Last one. And then roll back onto your back, and you're going to rock yourself up onto all fours or roll over to one side. And then from here, we're going to come into our downward facing dog, just to come to the front of the mat to start our little sequence of moves. So hands down, take those knees as wide as the mat, tuck your toes, use the strength of your core to help pike your hips up, take a small shift back. There's a bend in my knees, my heels are lifted, just pedal your feet, so bend one knee, straighten the other. Give your head a shake. So shake your head, yes and no. Just release, get a little bit of traction there. As you pedal your feet. And then walk your feet towards your hands. Push down and rise up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. I'm going to grab my blocks and use them. You do not need to use them, completely up to you. So we'll move through 2 rounds of sun salutations, just one each side. So inhale those arms forwards and up. Folding down, bend the knees, land the hands, step that right foot back. Lower the right knee, top of the foot, sweep those arms forwards and up, and then release your hands and place them at your sacrum. So your thumb will come to your tailbone. Just lengthen that tailbone down, the pubic bone lifts up. Nice and open through the chest. So I am not straightening my elbows are bent, okay? I'm still going to get an opening for the chest. Hands come down, move those blocks if you're using them. The left foot back, right foot back. Lower the knees. Keep the back of the head lifted as you lower all the way down. Inhale, pull those hands back, lift your chest. And then exhale, push back through the knees, lift up, down dog. Just walk your feet in just an inch. Your right foot will step forwards. Lower the right knee, top of the foot. Sweep that arms forwards and up. Hands interlace behind your back, so tailbone down. Open across the chest, feel those collarbones nice and broad. Hands come down to the blocks or the floor and then step that left foot to meet the right, push down and rise up. One more round, folding down, bend the knees, left foot steps back. You're going to lower the knee, keep the toes tucked, dangle those arms and roll your shoulders up, back and down. So really using and getting the head of the arm bone to lift up and then squeeze it down your back. Get movement in your shoulders, that helps your neck. Just let your neck feel free. Move your head. Hands come down, plank, so the right foot goes back, left foot goes back. Lower the knees, lower slowly. Inhale, lift your heart space, and then exhale, push back and up, down dog. Walk your feet in a bit. Your left foot is going to step forwards, and then you'll lower that right knee down, keep the toes tucked, arms will dangle, and roll. So it's really nice, and a good way to free up the neck is freeing up the shoulders as well. So some nice shoulder rolls, getting big movement through the shoulders. You can feel your shoulder blades just dancing on your back body. Hands come down and then step to the front. Push down and rise up. So we're going to move for our first sequence, our only sequence, folding down, bend the knees. Right foot steps back, lower the knee, keep the toes tucked. Interlace the hands again at the sacrum. So the thumbs will come to the tailbone. Just lengthen that down slightly. Have a bit of engagement in that right glute. And then take your fists over to your right glute. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, let your right ear fall to your right shoulder. Feel that nice opening through the left side of the neck. And then let your head rise up. Release your right arm, so the left hand stays on that right glute. Reach up and then have a little side bend over. And again, your head just goes along with your spine. Come back, right hand finds your block. We're coming into a modified side plank. So hand on the block or the floor. You're going to kickstand that right foot. Left leg will go back. You release that left arm up towards the ceiling. And then from here, we're going to work, strengthen, and release our neck. So let your right ear fall to your right shoulder. And then start to lift your head. The left ear lifts to the left shoulder. And then release. And then lifts. So you're releasing as the right ear comes to the right shoulder, and then you're strengthening as the left ear comes to the left shoulder. It's this lateral movement. Up and down. One more. And then coming onto all fours. Get rid of your blocks. Place them at the front if you're using them. We're lifting into down dog. So tuck your toes, lifting up. Release your head. Just let it traction. Give it a bit of a shake. Pedal your feet. Bend one knee straight to the other. And then from here, you're going to stop pedaling. Walk your hands back to your feet. Land your heels. Bend your knees. Sit your bum back. Your hands are going to come interlaced behind your head. And again, you're not really pulling on your head. All you're doing is the weight of the hands is just getting a little bit more of a stretch for the back of the neck. Take another breath in and out here. The elbows are just hanging heavy. Release the hands onto the shins. Push down. Trace those hands up the leg. Roll all the way up. Your head is the last thing to come up. Stacking over your shoulders. Then you'll step your left foot forwards, parallel your feet to the short edges of the mat. You come into goddess. So just lift your toes, turn your toes out so the heels are in, bend your knees, and you're in your goddess position. Interlace your hands behind your head so your elbows go wide, like we did right at the beginning when we're in our bridge position. You're going to take an inhale. So you start to lift your chest, take a very small lean back. And then exhale, rounding, chin to chest, elbows come together. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you round, chin to chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Let's take one more. Exhale, round. Coming back up, release the hands, turn to the front. You're going to land your hands down, come into a plank position. Lower the knees, lower down nice and slowly. You take your fingertips wide. So elbows are up and you're tenting your fingertips. You're going to take an inhale as you lift. So really engage the glutes, the core. Feel those shoulder blades, the scapula. Push into the back body as you lift. And then lower. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale as you lower. Make a little pillow for your head with your hands. Take a little bend in the knees and rock your legs from side to side. We've got another side to do. So take those legs long, hands under the shoulders. You're going to push back up to your tall kneeling. You'll step your right foot forwards. So you've got your left toes curled under. Take your hands to your sacrum, those fingertips, the thumb, to your tailbone. Lengthen that tailbone down, pubic bone lifts up. Engage that left glute. Take your hands over to that left glute. So feel that left glute just pop into your hands. Left ear comes to the left shoulder. So as you take your left ear to your left shoulder, you're not turning your nose down, so your nose is still facing forwards. A breath in and out. And then lift that head back up. Right hand stays where it is. The left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. And then take a little side bend to the right. Come back to center. The left hand can come onto the floor or you can grab a block. You'll kick down that left foot. The right leg goes to the back. And then sweep that right arm up. So remember this. We're going to now strengthen some contract and release of the neck. So left ear to left shoulder, just release. And then right ear to right shoulder, strengthen. So release and then lift. So this lateral movement of the neck. Holding everything nice and steady as you do that. Nose is still facing forward as the head lifts and lowers. Last one. Come back, all fours, move your block if you're using it. Tuck the toes, lift it into your downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, just release your head so the ears are in line with the biceps or just in front. You're lifting your core up. Let your head relax. So we're trying not to hold any tension there. Lifting up in your armpits. Then come to stillness with the feet. You're going to walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees, land your heels, sit the bum back. Interlace the hands behind the head, just at the hairline, and then just traction your hands down slightly. Let those elbows come together. So you're still lifting up in your core, you're sitting your bum back, there's a bend in the knees, just releasing the head. Take a nice breath in and out. And then release the hands to the shins. We're going to roll all the way up. So nice and slowly, pushing the feet down. Let those hands trace all the way up, just rounding through the spine. As you come up, your head will be the last thing to come up over your shoulders. Your right foot will step to the front, parallel your feet to the short edges of the mat. We're coming into that goddess position. So lift the toes, turn the toes out, the heels are in. And then have a little bend of the knees so you sink down. Get into your goddess position. Hands interlaced behind the head. So remember the elbows are nice and wide. Take an inhale, just lift the chest slightly. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest, elbows together. Inhale and exhale. So we're not rounding massively. It is more just chin to chest. And then as the chin comes to the chest, you start to lift the head. So lift the head into the hands as you start to open. So really, it's more just the head, the cervical spine. It's not the whole of the spine rounding. One more. And then rising back up, release the hands. You straighten your feet. Turn your feet to the front. Land your hands, come into your plank position. You'll lower the knees, lower down slowly, and then this time you'll bring your hands and your forearms down into Sphinx. So the elbows and shoulders are lined up. I like to have the tops of my feet on the floor. You can have your toes tucked if you would like. Okay, so from here, you're pushing your pubic bone into the ground. You're lifting that navel up. Shoulders, don't let them be scrunched up by your ears. Draw those shoulders down your back. You're opening your chest. And then from there, you're going to lift your head. So open the front of the throat. The gaze goes up. And then chin to chest, just release the back of the neck. So it's a big nod. So lift and then release. Take one more. And then make a little pillow, again, for your forehead. Land your forehead down, bend those knees, have a little rock from side to side with your legs. Like we do when we're a child, this is the kind of thing that I did when I was a kid, so I quite like doing it now as an adult. And then hands underneath the shoulders, push back into a child's pose. So I like to take my knees wide, big toes to touch. I have grabbed my block, so if you have one, please get it. We're coming into child's pose, but we're going to place our forehead on the block if you've got one. So hands are out in front, and then all you're going to do is just rock your head from side to side. So your forehead is just rocking on that block, just releasing any tension at the front of the head. So we started right at the beginning of class doing this on the back side of the skull. We're going to end just by doing it on the front. And then when you're ready, come to stillness. Take one more round of breath, really thinking about filling your side and back ribs. And then hands under the shoulders, rising up, just coming down onto your back. Taking a lay down, bring your knees into your chest. Take your hands onto your knees. And then from here, all you're going to do is just peel your forehead up towards your knees, however far they get. So imagine you're trying to get in like a little ball. Tucking the chin into the chest. And then release. Have a rock side to side with those knees. And then from there, extend one leg and then the other. Just come to lay down on your mat. Extending your arms, extending your legs, letting them just fall naturally. Just take a moment just to recognize the space that you've created, just to move, to notice how you're feeling. Notice perhaps how the head feels, how the neck feels, the shoulders feel, any different, anything shifted. Just take one more round of breath there. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Please enjoy the rest of your day, evening, whatever it is that you're going into. From my heart to yours, namaste.